for the night. There go that white girl.
That's your home girl.
That's your homie.
Nah, that's your home girl.
Your home girl. I kept with him. Lord have mercy on Zion. Economic crisis.
Know how we do it. Ain't that right, Mimi? They know how we do it.
We are live. Who is that? Oh. All right. Let me add some of this fire red sexy lip gloss or whatever. Mimi, you got your top from Old Navy?
No, I think it's Lululemon.
Lululemon. Okay. Oh, we are live, everybody. Hey, everybody, it's your girl Anaya A and the ECI team, and we are economically beautiful, sexy, and wonderful tonight. Anyway, it is another awesome Wednesday night, and we are so sorry we haven't been as active as we wanted to be, but we'll save that for another moment. Tonight, I have with me two of my special ECI members who want to introduce themselves. We're gonna let Miss Mimi go first, and then we'll take it to you, Mr. L.A. Robinson. Mimi, go ahead, boo. I feel like something happened to her device. Uh-oh.
It's like a small delay.
Oh, okay, there it is. Mimi, you back?
You guys hear me?
Now we can. We can hear you now, boo. Uh-oh. Something is going on. All right, Larry, go ahead. Maybe it's where she's located.
All right. Well, of course, I'm Larry. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a travel business partner and you know, a great friend of Anaya's and also a long-standing member of ECI.
Absolutely, positively. And he is going to be sharing some great insight with us today. Mimi is back. We see you,
Oh,
girl.
we're on two screens.
Mimi is on two screens tonight.
You're on two screens.
That's so weird. It kicked me out.
Did I delete the other one, Mimi?
Yeah, you can delete the other one.
Okay, perfect. Oh, it happened by itself, honey. Okay.
Okay, cool. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi everybody. I'm so happy to be back. I feel like last week Anaya got to get right into it with you about all the crypto business that was going on. Yeah, so happy to be here again. I connected with a few people who watched our live from last week, so that was amazing. So if anyone would like to come in and join the conversation, please feel free to come and jump in our Zoom. This is a safe space for everybody.
Yes.
And yeah, we're excited to chat tonight.
Thank you, Mimi. And I know that there was a lot happening last week, a lot of ups and downs in the political world, also in the crypto space, which we're going to talk about in a few. And then, of course, Mimi has been on top of it, sharing and doing some great work where she is. And Larry has a few questions for Mimi tonight, but we're going to let Larry jump in and then we're going to do some conversating. How about that? All right, Larry, go ahead with what you were talking about and you're presenting this evening, please.
Okay, so, you know, of course, the newest thing out here in the atmosphere is Elon Musk, the new richest man in the world. And he had a tremendous jump. If I'm not mistaken, he's like at 200 something billion, while my man Jeff Bezos is still at 193. So you know that was something. And if you look at it, Toyota, I think it was Toyota had something to where they were investing in like 100,000 Teslas. It was one of the major car companies. So I want to say that's a reason for the boost too.
Ooh.
But like I said, I like to give some insight into what a smart move may be. Like I say, I'm not a financial consultant. I don't never push nobody to make no decisions. But if you check right now, Elon Musk is one of the main people who back Dogecoin. Now, if you remember, ECI family and viewers, when Dogecoin was kind of a thing, you know, it was ranging around 53 to 72 cents.
Keep talking, I'll be right back.
I got it. It was ranging between 52 to 73 cents a share. So now, if you look at the current day Dogecoin price, it's only like 23 cents a share. Because it's at such a low price right now, this is the best time to buy that thing. It's not going to really get too much lower, especially now that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, and I don't see him dropping no time soon. The Dogecoin.
I have to disagree, Larry.
Listen, it's gonna drop up. It's gonna jump up. I'm telling you. Mimi,
I'm gonna have to disagree because alternative coins are so even more unpredictable and don't invest in alternative coins.
Mimi, you going in and out. You going in and out.
It's kind of been around for a while. Be careful out there.
It is, but I wanted to introduce the new craze in cryptocurrency. Mimi, have you heard of the Shiba or the Shibu? We gotta get that reception right. But there's a new crypto called I want to say it's Shiba. Is that what it's called, Mimi? The new coin is Shiba.
I will not discuss alternative coins. I think it's so risky. If anyone's new to the space, don't believe the hype. Don't do the alternative coins. I've said it so many times before. I think it's really, really risky. It's for advanced traders. Anyone who thinks they can get back in with the Dogecoin, it's like, I don't know, history has a way of repeating itself, So yeah, just be careful out there.
Well, let's talk about, okay, so I'm back. So tell me your perspective, Larry, then we'll get to Mimi's, and then Sandra just joined us again. Sandra Etienne.
I gotta agree with Mimi. A lot of it's risky, even on me, because I'm still a beginner at heart, and even in the craft. It's just that right now, my main philosophy is buy low, sell high. It's like all of it to me is a risk. All of it to me is trash. Like it's all, but it's like when I look at where it is right now, because there's no hype around it. So of course it's low, but of course when it gets around that 50, 60 cent, oh yeah, it's about to hit $1. So I mean, that's my personal opinion. That's not my financial opinion. But when it's low like that, it's always, it's always low for a little bit. And most of us ain't even paying attention, and we might have the money for it. But then we seem to always want to jump on it when it's on an increase. And I mean, it's just right now, it's so low, it's so dead, it's not even really a big topic. There's new coins out there. Hell, I didn't even know Bitcoin was up to 60,000 a share.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even know that
the other day. Now, here's the thing, because I remember last week we spoke a little bit with Mimi about the different coins and all the different variations that are going on right now. So that's what I was trying to figure out. What is Mimi's thing against the different coins? Because I know all of it is risky, obviously. But last week we talked about, making conscientious decisions. and being careful, but you're totally against them, Mimi? I'm confused.
Oh no, I'm not against anything. I think just what Larry said, you know, it's all a risk. It's all a risk. So when it comes to investing in the market, you want to stay away from the coins that are susceptible to pumps and dumps. We already saw it so many times with the Dogecoin. Basically, you know, if anyone's listening and wants to revisit last week's episode, I talk about safe, you know, safe decisions, safe choices, being aware of what's happening. Stick to the mom and the dad. Stick to the ones that have been around the longest. They have a different type of market cap than the ones that are alternative coins, meme coins, shit coins. You know, you're not giving as much control up. And one great thing about how I'm positioned in this space is that I'm connected with some really high level people who are letting me know what's going on before it even happens. So I know personally, the alternative coins is just not a good idea for anyone who's a beginner in this space.
And you said something about something and shit coin last week. I don't remember the exact terminologies, Mimi.
Yeah, alternative coins, shit coins. Yeah, so anything that's not Bitcoin, Ethereum, we can now add XRP and BNB to those lists. Anything that's not that, they're meme coins, they're shit coins, they're alternative coins. We're going to see so much more volatility. Bitcoin hit an all-time high twice in 1 week.
Wow. Now,
so history repeats itself, you know.
Now
watch the trends. It's a digital gold of our era.
Yeah. How about Elon Musk? When he made a shout out for Dogecoin a while ago, we saw it rise up a little bit. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Elon Musk is going to back it again, or he doesn't even need to bother at this point? What are your thoughts, guys?
Sure. I can say that anyone who wants to know what they think Elon Musk will do, I can say he's not a man of the people. He's not looking out for the public. You know, he owns a multi-billion-dollar company that's doing better in its stock than it is in producing vehicles and product. So if anyone wants to know what type of character or what his next move would be, just look and see what happened on the news the day he went on Saturday Night Live and how many people lost money. He ran the biggest scam. Nobody called him out for it. So that's all public.
Right. I remember that was a huge, huge thing. Now, did you guys know anybody that lost money during that time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow. That is
average person lost around 3,000.
Wow. And if obviously more people lost more. I put in more. Whoo, this is a heavy topic tonight, everybody. So glad a lot of you are tuning in. If you're watching on Instagram or Facebook, please, it's time for you to share your thoughts and your comments. And also
come on in and join us.
Join us in this conversation. Because we are live now, we have people that are watching and we want to hear from you. We want to hear what your thoughts are. Call us at 347-617-6873, 347-617-6873. That's also the WhatsApp group chat line for you to join us. So you heard what Mimi just said. Larry, what are your thoughts on what Mimi just shared?
I mean, of course I'm gonna agree with that because first of all, once you get to a certain level, your priority changes. Like, I don't believe Elon Musk. I don't want to say I don't believe Elon Musk is a man for the people, but you have to really ask yourself, what has he truly done for the people?
Okay.
I mean, you got to look at a person's track record. When someone asks you, this rich billionaire that's been a billionaire since, I guess, as a child, because he comes from, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he has like a legacy wealth. Like his family came from money. So not
he's
saying
not self-made.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that look at the people who started from nothing, who actually built and accomplished something. I never hear about Elon Musk donating to charities or trying to end homelessness or world hunger or just anything that's when you're dealing with us everyday common folk.
Mhm.
I'm what you consider working class American. You know, I'm not struggling, but I'm not, you know, I'm not wealthy either. I'm working class American. I'm in that what we consider middle class America.
Right.
I'm in there. I'm good, but I'm not rich. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm not paycheck to paycheck, if that's what you know, I'm because I live well within my means, but I still, you know, I came from nothing. So I haven't appreciated. Let me see, what was it?
We got a message from Mimi. Oh, Musk Foundation. Okay, Mimi, we need you to jump back on it. But go ahead, Larry. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was trying to see what Mimi said. Like she said she donated 25 million.
Elon Musk donated 25 million to the Musk Foundation. However, we don't know what that is.
Right, we don't know what that is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Elon Musk never donated no money, because rich people donate to each other all the time. But has he ever donated to a community like mine that's in need of that 25 million?
Preach.
Because I know people that donate money all the time, but where does that money really go to? I really don't know. Trump say he donate money to black people all the time, but I ain't seen a Trump dollar yet. So I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm not calling him out or saying nothing. I'm an agreement. I don't think he's for the people, like she said. And I need to go back and look at that, where he went on that show and he had this big scam, because I don't even know nothing about that. So that's some research that I need to go do on myself. But yeah, I don't, anybody that's in that, what I call 1%er bracket, I can't really, you know, I can't vouch for him. I can't speak for him. I'm not in that club with him. You know, that's what it's called. I'm not in that club. I'm not in that tax bracket.
Right.
So it's hard for me to be like, oh, that's a good guy, you know, clean cut, you know, white man. So it's hard for me to really say, I don't know. I like his cars, you know. Some look good, some look ugly, but you know, it is what it is. So I mean, I really don't have an opinion on nobody that's in that bracket.
Absolutely. No, that's a very solid point. And I would love for Mimi to reestablish or, you know, comment on what you're sharing, because I felt like I knew what happened, but that was such a while ago with the whole Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live. And it made a lot of noise, you know, worldwide, because a lot of people were affected. But I ain't gonna hold you. I can't recall the details of what he did. So Mimi, if you want to share that with us, and if you know anything more about his foundation, if you'd like to share that as well, we would love to know more about this man's foundation too.
Sure. So, you know, I've done a lot of research on what's going on. All this stuff is public information. Like, the person who donates the most money to charity is the CEO of Amazon. And there's something called, I just have my camera off because I think my connection's not so good. So let me know if I start breaking out a little bit.
Okay.
But there's something that I see a lot of really wealthy people do, and they share the wealth. You know, I don't know if you knew this, but when Steve Jobs died, he had less than 1% share in Apple, which is incredible, because it just means he leaves, you know, that's more opportunity for anybody to get involved, right? Whereas, like, we see Elon Musk, completely separate situation. And this is all public information, you know, anyone can take a look and see what's going on. But, you know, he donates a lot. He's involved in some very high level projects when it comes to the industry that he's in. And, you know, he's creating opportunity for people, but is he a man for the people? I disagree, because of what happened with Saturday Night Live.
So fill us in on that, since we do not recall those moments on Saturday Night Live, but I know you know.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he came on, he, you know, was on the show. He basically created all these fake verified accounts and ran a competition, which was fake. They were all fake verified accounts. They were the ones who won the So Said prize. and it all turned out to be fraud. There were over 30,000 people who registered for this competition, for this opportunity to win something, and they ended up losing. So I don't know. Like there's so many moving parts to it. It's all public information. Anyone can kind of go and take a look. With Elon, it's a lot of self-interest.
Yeah.
He's a
well,
self-promoter. There's a whole cult surrounding his personality. You know, he owns such a large portion of his companies. He's not sharing the wealth.
right.
You know, people have said he's a hard person to work for, I should say. You know, he likes attention, he likes power. He you know, operates from that glory. You know, some would say he's done things that are extremely immoral out of stupidity. Despite, I mean, anyone who wants to look at clips of the Saturday Night Live show, like when people are in that position to entertain, like you see a glimpse of what, you know, what makes their, you know what I'm trying to say? Like you can see a glimpse of what tickles like their throat. I don't know. I don't know.
Tickles their fancy.
So, yeah, it tickles your fancy. So he had, you know, he has a bunch of kids. His, like you said, he came from a prominent family. His mom was a model. He kind of took over like the man of the house early, and there's so much information about him. But you know, he utilizes suppliers who utilize child labor. The cars aren't made by the children. The metal going into the batteries to make the cars that drive his company are. So when he's making billions of dollars, while it's being, well, you know, the public is applauding him for heroically saving the earth and colonizing Mars, like he's using computer suppliers from China that have questionable labor practices. You know, so there's so many things, you know, we can judge his investors, judge his customers for choosing to support, but I won't tell you how to judge them. It's just, I'm just telling you the facts.
Right. Well, real quick, I just got something I came upon social media. Wealth of Jeff Bezos, 2009 was 6.8 billion. In 2021, 200.9 billion. Wealth of Mark Zuckerberg in 2009, 2 billion. Today, 135.2 billion. US minimum wage in 2009, $7.25. In 2021, $7.25. And in 3 words, it says tax the rich. And then we have another person that should be added. I think 2 more people. Not only do we have Elon Musk, that's well over 200 million now, or 200 billion now. We also have this other character who's always in competition going over into outer space with Jeff Bezos. I can't remember that fool's name, but anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Him and Jeff Bezos are trying to see who's the richest by going out into Mars. And my hope is that they never return, but whatever. With that being said, you know, we have a serious problem with the rich getting richer. And one of the things that, and I thank you for both of your comments, you know, and sharing, one of the things that's really the biggest issue in America is the problem with greed that we have, and the fact that these people would rather have competitions amongst themselves than to see real and effective change. And it just takes people like ourselves to, you know, try to get more, because I don't think anything's gonna ever change with these people that really, for whatever reason, are constantly trying to outdo each other with their money. I think that's what it is. They're in competition with themselves. Meanwhile, you know, you have people starving all over the world. You have people right here in the United States that can't get an apartment in Brooklyn, New York, or in the Bronx, or, you know, you name it. People can't pay their bills and they have to choose between eating and paying an electric bill because in the wintertime, you're going to need some warmth. So we have a huge issue with greed. Is it right that these people act like this? Absolutely not. But is it right that God allows this to happen? I think we got to talk to Jesus about this because clearly he sees what's going on and he is just busy on vacation or something. But I'm not going to go down that road right now. My father, my Haitian father, and he might beat me up when I say this publicly, but he always says something like, Jesus tapped out a long time ago because y'all Negroes got too many problems for him. He is not with the problems anymore. So sometimes I feel like Jesus and God and all the homies up in heaven are like on vacation. Like
No, Anaya, they're just they're standing there checking everyone's vaccine passport.
Checking, making sure we're all vaccinated. They are making sure we did the right thing. Oh my God, you are funny. But that's how it seems, right? Sometimes we're like, are they really up there or are they checking the vaccines and making sure we're vaccinated or whatever? Tonight's topic really leaves a very bad taste in my mouth when we talk about all that money that these people have and how half of us, or maybe not even a portion of us, or maybe none of us will ever reach that platform. And funny enough, I think every man that we've mentioned tonight started off with a large sum of money. I think Zuckerberg might have been the least rich. The one Bezos guy, his wealthy father, white stepfather, whatever. No, his father was Cuban, whatever. Whoever that guy was in his life, gave him a lot of money to start up Amazon. He was not poor coming into this. Elon Musk, now that I'm finding out, he had some money coming into this. And then there was another super wealthy one, that had money coming into this. Donald Trump had millions, to start off with and gambled stuff. God bless you. And then
Thank you.
got money back, but a lot of time. Oh yeah, Bill Gates. I don't know if he was broke coming in, but
Bill Gates was broke, right? I'm gonna tell you, Bill Gates' money came from Paul Allen. Paul Allen was his biggest investor. Paul Allen used to be, well, he's dead now. I think he died like 2-3 years ago. But he was the owner of pretty much all of Washington State sports teams. So the Seahawks, he sold the Seattle Supersonics to Oklahoma. He owns the Portland Trail Blazers, pretty much all sports teams in the state of Washington State. He owns, and he was up until his death the co-owner of Microsoft.
Wow. Look at that.
So here's pretty much Bill Gates' story. Bill Gates, actually, when he was in college, he was like 120, 130. I can't remember the exact amount. He was $120,000 in student loan debt. He had no money. He was actually broke. He just had a great idea. And Paul Allen just had a lot of money. So that's pretty much what it was.
And that's how white people usually do it. I hate to sound facetious, but Black people, that's how we should probably think about business as well. Partnership ideas, like I need you, you need me. Let's work it out. And let's be honest, shoot, I need $100 million right now for this Haiti project I'm working on. I'm gonna need one of y'all Black people to hand it over. Anyway, literally, I need some money for these projects that I have going on.
Yeah.
I know, and we all need some money. We all need some money, and we have to figure out how we're gonna get it for sure. But with that being said, what else do y'all want to share tonight? Because I know with the Bitcoin situation, it's a lot. It's very heavy. It's very taxing on all of us because every day we wake up and there's another.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
Everybody, and we don't know which way to go half the time. So what else did y'all want to add? And Mimi, I'm so glad to hear that people have stayed in touch after the call last week. So that's really great to know. So what else do you all want to add? We have people watching on Facebook and Instagram right now.
Well, just kind of going back on your last point, let me see. Going back on your last point about just like not being able to work together, it's really sad.
Yeah.
It's really, really sad because the pandemic's about to be 2 years old now. I know I've struggled with, a couple areas in my life, mental health, managing routine, stuff like that. But when it came to utilizing the internet to make up for the income I was losing with my law firm. Like, that was something that was great. And was it worth the struggle? Yes. But are we still trying to figure out, like, many people are in much worse situations. And it sucks because it's like proximity is power. We're close. We're in the same circles. Yet when I see someone's situation get worse, or I see them choose the wrong person, it's hard not to be hurt by that, because like, it's almost like it's like we were here all along. Like, what stopped you from reaching out or asking for some help, or getting some clarification? And it comes down to greed. It comes down to greed and ego. And it sucks because it's not it's so much of a subconscious choice. But it's a choice at the end of the day. Like, most people give up on everything they start within the first year. Most people give up on business within the first year. Most people give up on, being a parent the first year. Most people give up on sticking to their diet the first year. Whatever it is, committed.
The diet, the first 3 days, honey.
Right. Right. But I'm just saying, it's like, there's, we're at a place now. No one should be believing you send someone $500 that's going to turn into $5,000 in 1 month. What? If you're still believing that, like, you should be going back to, I don't know, high school to learn fundamentals of how this world works.
Right.
No, there's no way. So when I see people getting caught to these messages and these scams, and the fact that we're even talking about it means the algorithm is going to push this information to us. It's going to entice us with more, beautiful things. But when are people really going to be able to distinguish between, like, what's real and what's not? Most people don't even believe in Bitcoin because you can't hold it. But if anyone's using Cash App, if anyone's using ShakePay, if anyone's even using PayPal, they know that you can take your investment, pay yourself through your bank. So what's there not to believe?
Right.
So yeah, it's really sad. I feel like tonight's a bit heavy, but I feel like, people come here to listen because, again, we say it the way it is, what people need to know, not what they would like to hear. Like, none of us are selling it.
You're breaking up, Mimi. Mimi, you're breaking up, my dear.
In return, conversation open dialogue, but from our proximity, utilize the people around for help, or to try to do something. You're going to be stuck in the same place as last year or the year before, or then you'll just give up.
It all is a mindset thing, and our people have
There are people with dead dreams who are planted in them, and there are people who are
Mimi, you're breaking up so bad. Uh-oh, Mimi, you went out again. All right, hopefully Mimi comes back on. Mimi, if you could hear me, okay. She is, she's gonna probably come join us right back. Yeah, Larry, what are your thoughts? I know Sancha is on, but she's probably driving and unavailable right now. Sancha, we've missed you. Sancha's gone too. Oh, the sadness. Larry.
Yes.
Mimi, you're back, but we can't hear you, Mimi.
Can you hear me now? My internet's tripping over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just basically saying, there's more people dead in the ground with dead dreams that never came to life than there are people on the earth. So what are we doing?
Right. And the pandemic taught us that when 500,000 people died in a year. Literally. Well, it's now time for us to just reactivate our dreams, our goals, our
Yes,
visions, and help each other get to the next step. That's all I know, right?
absolutely.
And Larry,
Absolutely. And that's why we keep coming back here every week.
Yeah.
to share the message.
You need that source of inspiration and hope.
Mhm.
And I know Larry was gonna say something. Larry, what were you gonna say before we wrap things up tonight? Because your girl is T-I-Red, honey. Go ahead, Larry.
I'm just sitting here, listening to the great Mimi, the queen of AI. So, I'm just soaking in the good information. That's it.
Thank
I
you.
ain't really had nothing to say. I was gonna say something, but it really ain't nothing.
What were you gonna say, Larry? Stop it.
Like Mimi was saying, to be honest, it don't even seem like that long, but she said something and it kind of clicked with me. It's like, yo, we coming up on 2 years of the pandemic.
Yes.
And people really got to ask themselves, how did you spend these 2 years? Like, all them people that was on unemployment, did you invest that extra $600 a week that you was getting, or did you blow through it? Like, if you were working, were you able to manage your money because you couldn't go nowhere, or did you blow through it? Like, you really have to sit there and just be like, how did you spend this time that, I mean, of course the world did not completely shut down, but for a good 8 months, most of us were doing nothing.
I saved at least $2,000 to $3,000 because I couldn't go out to eat nowhere, and I learned how to cook better, guys. I'm not the best chef, but I could cook something, right, babe?
But here's the thing, Anaya.
Yes.
But here's the thing, Anaya. We also got to look at this, right? And this is why I say, look at Mimi kind of inspiring me.
Right.
Health is wealth as well. While we were all locked in, did you exercise or did you gain 50 pounds? Because, I mean, just as much as you could have got a lot of money, did you get more unhealthy? I know people that during the pandemic, they gained over 100 pounds.
Oh, that's a fact. Some people gained 60.
So, I mean, I just want to know, over these past 2 years, what did we really accomplish? What did we move forward? Did we move backwards? For me, I can say it was a real moment of clarity, right? So a little bit about me. I grew up in the deep South, to where, I still got a grandma that been living in the same house since 1923.
Ooh,
She's still living in that same house to this day. And I think what kind of sickened me about the pandemic was, I thought everybody was as sanitary as me. You go into the stores, you don't see no hand sanitizer, you don't see no toilet paper, you don't see no paper towel. And it's like, we should have already been ready for that. And then you got people who can't even feed their families because if the pandemic proved that 78% of America was damn near living paycheck to paycheck. About 78%. If I think that's the number that they put out there. Within a month of the pandemic, they said that of new mortgages, there were 36% went into bankruptcy or foreclosure.
wow.
We really saw the state of people's finances really during that first year of the pandemic. Now that everything's kind of opened back up, I wonder where some of those people are now. I wonder where some of those old restaurant owners, because check this out, a lot of them restaurants closed up. If you go into certain plazas right now, and Mimi, I don't know in Canada if y'all system is built the same, how it is in America. I've never been to Canada, so I don't know. But when you go into shopping mall strip plazas, I see a lot of vacancies that I didn't see before the pandemic. I see a lot of them. Did your business sustain? But I know some people were saying that they had to move the business to their home to save on overhead. But then a lot of people had to close up shop because they could not sustain. So that's just really my view on it. When she said, it was like, man, we 2 years into the pandemic. And it's like, where are we? How far have we come? Or have we actually taken steps back?
So let me just add a little something too with those figures. over 700 churches in Brooklyn alone closed down during the pandemic. Now, if the house of God can't stay open, we got problems. But you know what? This conversation, I feel like needed to be had because at the end of the day, oh, there goes my pen. At the end of the day, we as a community have to hold each other accountable and also see how we can continue to move forward in the plight of getting more wealthy as we decrease our debt. Take it over, Larry, for a few more minutes. I got to take this call.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty much my thing, my end closing. But I do hope that everybody is, being safe out here during the pandemic, whether you're vaccinated or not. Of course, the media wanted to make that a big thing. At first I didn't want to be vaccinated, but then I had to be. I'm currently a full-time student in school, so my school, of course, told me that if I didn't get vaccinated, they were going to disenroll me. So,
wow, no, they did not, Larry.
Yeah, it's a mandate for a lot of schools. So now I'm fully vaccinated just so I can stay in school. And a lot of jobs, even a lot of jobs, when I was just considering walking away from school, a lot of jobs were like they weren't even going to hire me unless I was fully vaccinated. And a lot of locations, I like to travel. They won't even let you go there unless you're vaccinated. So it was kind of like everything that was in my toolbox, I had to go ahead and just get the vaccine and suck it up. So
I am so sorry. I am still not vaccinated and I don't plan to be. But that's
right.
another story. That's
But
another
but that's what I was just saying. Whether you're vaccinated or non-vaccinated, I mean, I don't. To me, honest, it really doesn't matter. I just want people to be safe. Abide by the guidelines. You being vaxxed or unvaxxed is your choice. Unfortunately, I had to do it for the better of what I wanted
right.
to continue doing. But if it was up to me, no, I wouldn't have got vaccinated. But it is what it is. I sucked it up. I live in America. These are the conditions that I live in. So, I had to do what I had to do. So,
Well, I know I really appreciate you and all that you present in our communities and how much you care for our team on ECI. We're going to shut it down for now because your girl is T.I. Red. I don't know if you know, well, you do know and others know too about that surgery and still trying to recover fully.
it's okay. You're gonna get better. You're
I
gonna get
have
better.
to. And when you talk about the health thing, if anybody is out there listening and watching, just know too that when you feel a pain in your body, no matter how big or small, if you feel anything that may be out of place in your body, you only have one body. And I've been doing this old, wild health condition thing for a number of years. So I can detect when something is wrong now. But initially, I couldn't with my condition. It was literally something that my baby brother had to help me diagnose. But God is faithful and I can figure it out now. When I'm in pain, when something is not right and I'm able to get it checked out. And that's how I got this last surgery. But for you that's watching, due to the fact that we're still in the pandemic, a lot of us can't go running down the street. A lot of people can't go to the gym because of, issues or being vaccinated or not vaccinated. Just like Larry was sharing, the thing that really took me out recently is trying to go back to the gym. I was doing good for a couple of days, and then the damn gym had the nerve to say, oh, you can't come in unless you have your vaccination card. So that stressed me out, but I eat a lot of salads, I eat a lot of greens, and I cut meat out of my diet, Larry. So just to let you know, your girl done cut the meat out, because I feel like meat has a big, strong component in making us sick.
So now you a vegetarian.
Pescatarian. I still eat my fishes. My fishies.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I can get rid of the fishies soon. But either way, you can actually be heavy and be a vegetarian, pescatarian, even a vegan too. Some people are carbaholics. Some people eat a lot of sugar and carbs and still gain a ton of weight. And I found out recently, because I eat peanut butter a lot for energy And, for the protein, how about eating peanut butter is also a big factor why some people gain weight. So Larry, if you know anybody that eats a lot of peanut butter, tell them don't eat so much peanut butter. If you like peanut butter, stay away from the peanut butter because that stuff is fattening.
Nah, I don't eat peanut butter.
I love me some peanut butter, but I stopped eating that too. I've taken a lot of things out of my diet. But Larry, we shutting it down because your girl needs to take a nap before my 9 o'clock. And I got to clean up and just rest for a minute.
All right, then. Well, hit me on the flip side. This has been
Y'all
another
already-
episode of ECI.
Oh my God, next week we will have a more, I guess, lively conversation because this week was kind of sad. I could laugh because, we can't kill Elon Musk for being a multi-gazillionaire. We can't kill Mark Zuckerberg too. But what we need to re-examine is the Black millionaires and billionaires. We were supposed to have that as a homework assignment. So let's put that on the schedule for next week. How about that?
I already did that. I've done the research.
But we didn't have a whole platform on it. Can we do that next week, please?
All right, that's cool. We'll have a whole platform on it next week.
Thank you, sir. And you be blessed. You traveling this weekend?
I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, because I know you always be going somewhere. Let's talk on the flip side, Larry. I'm glad you feeling better. Praise God. Hey, look at him.
I can see.
No, you can see. That's what I'm saying. Your eyes.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see.
You could see. You could
Yeah.
see. Yes. All right, guys. It was another great episode, like Larry said, of our ECI Economic Crisis Initiative meeting. And join us 347-617-6873. Each and every week, we share some great information, and we're getting back on track. Haiti is always going to have its problems. We can't fix Haiti overnight. And I'm going to try to learn how to balance my emotions with Haiti because that's a love-hate relationship. I love to love Haiti, and Haiti love to hate me because Haiti keep making me sad.
Yeah, but you gotta start getting along with us Florida Haitians. Start getting along with us Florida Haitians.
Larry, don't make me say what you said about my Haitian problem.
Listen, y'all New York Haitians need to tighten up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fake Haitian Larry South. I love it. This man done joined the whole nationality. Larry, tell me something in Creole. Go ahead, Larry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Larry.
Don't make me start speaking French out there.
Okay, you French, Florida, Haitian. Okay, Larry. Bye, Larry. It's always a pleasure, and I'm glad to laugh again tonight. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and see you at 9 p.m. on Uvi Baye. Ciao for now.